to simply find peace, right? It's pretty simple. All you need to do is cut off the music, and then peace will come. I mean this both literally and figuratively. Literally, cut off the music. You don't need background music. You don't need background noise. You don't need background anything. Say you're cleaning, right? Turn that music off for a little bit. Try it one time. Turn the music off. Turn the podcast off. Turn the radio off. And just be in complete silence. What I've noticed, especially with me, is, and a lot of people, I guess you would say, there's always background noise. There's always background music, background something when we're doing a task. Say it's a monotonous task, such as cleaning, such as sweeping. There's usually something in the background. But if you really think about it, sit back and think, when was the last time you really were in just complete silence? No music, no nothing, just silence. Just sitting in silence for 10, 20, 30 minutes. Other than sleeping, obviously. Even then, you might you might fall asleep with the TV on, the background noise. But when was the last time you actually sat in silence and just not even think, you just sat there and did nothing? I guarantee you probably not, you probably haven't done that in a long time. When's the last time you just gone outside and just sat there? Just looked at the trees, maybe looked at the grass, the squirrel climbing the tree, looked at the leaves falling to the ground. When was the last time you just literally sat in silence? And it's going to be uncomfortable for the first 10 minutes, or not even, first couple minutes of you just sitting there because your thoughts, I don't know how present of a person you are, but if you have a bunch of shit going on in your mind, which I feel like I do a lot of the times, just overthinking, just thinking about shit that doesn't have any relevance to what I'm doing right now, just over analyzing every situation. That's the type of person I am. But simply, what's really helped me is just simply sitting in silence. And just to start the day, for example, don't look at your phone. Just sit in silence. Don't. Maybe you sit up on your bed, right, and you just sit there for 15 minutes. Don't do anything. Just simply sit there. Your thoughts are probably gonna overwhelm you because when was the last time you've done that? When was the last time you've actually sat in complete silence and just let your thoughts pass by? You heard this analogy. You just gotta let your thoughts pass by as clouds. Your mind is the sky. Your thoughts are the clouds. The clouds are just passing by. And if you indulge in the cloud, you're indulging in your thought. Then that's not what you want to do. You just want to obviously observe it. Observe the cloud. That's what we do when we're outside looking at the sky, right? We observe the clouds as they go by. We don't grab onto the cloud. We don't try to do anything with the cloud. We simply just look at it. And it might be a cloudy day today. It might be a rainy day, matter of fact. So there's going to be clouds everywhere. There's going to be thoughts everywhere. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be a blue sky. It's just covered today. So compare that to your mind, right? Use that analogy and compare it to your mind. And simply to get to that point of just blue sky, occasional cloud maybe, cut out any noise, any background noise. I was driving the other day. Normally I drive, play music, right? You're on an hour drive, want to play music. I throw on a little, maybe Joe Rogan podcast, Chris Williamson podcast, trying to learn something. The thing with me, a lot is when I'm driving, I feel like I need to learn something. So I'll throw on an educational podcast. So that's cool every now and then. It's also good to just completely cut out all the noise and just sit in silence for a little bit. It don't got to be the whole car ride, the whole hour. It could be 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes just in the car. And that's when you find peace. You literally find peace because you realize the thing that maybe that was on your mind, the thing that was bothering you isn't, for me at least, when I'm thinking about something, it helps me view it in a different light. It helps me internalize it differently because you don't have distraction. You're not distracted by anything. And what a lot of people is when they're uncomfortable or they have something they need to do, they often distract themselves so they don't have to think about the thing. But that's completely counterintuitive to actually resolving that issue. You want to simply just tackle it head on. So that's why I'm saying sitting silence, because then if that thing is really bothering you, you'll sit with it. You'll literally sit with it if you're in your car or you're just sitting on your bed, and you'll think about the thing maybe, and you realize I was overanalyzing this for no reason. And then once you sit there for a couple minutes, you'll realize it wasn't that big of a deal, and then you'll simply find peace. Just try sitting in silence. And also when you sit in silence, that's when your greatest ideas come to fruition, because you're not distracted by whatever you're listening to. You're not distracted by anything outside of you. You can actually think clearly because you're not trying to internalize what's being said on the radio, what's being said on the aux. You're not listening to that bum ass Future that's on the radio on your aux right now because you be talking nonsense. You're not listening to no nonsense. You're just looking at the sky, observing the clouds. They pass you by. Maybe one of those clouds is a creative cloud. One of those clouds is a YouTube idea. One of those clouds is an idea for your business. One of those clouds is, you know. But all you gotta do is observe it. You don't have to indulge in it. You don't have to hang on to it, because you can't hang on to a cloud anyway. You're just gonna fall. So just observe it. Sit for a little bit. Sit on your couch. Start with this. Wake up. Don't look at your phone. Sit for a little bit. Sit for like 10 minutes or 10, 15 minutes. And then go about your day how you normally would. And watch how your day just simply changes because you're allowing yourself to just breathe free for a little bit. You're allowing yourself to tackle the things that are in your mind right away. You don't need to distract yourself. The only way to find peace is to eliminate distractions. That's simple as it is. The most peaceful people that you probably know are the ones who cut their distractions. Distractions being social media, just your phone in general, fucking TikTok, literally all the not your phone. At the end of the day, your phone is the biggest distractor. Your phone causes the most anxiety. Your phone causes you the most stress. I remember when I lost my phone back in college. I lost my phone. I thought the world was over because no one could contact me. How am I supposed to contact whatever? And it feels like you're missing out. You're missing out on what's going on in the world. But I realized once I cut my phone, once my phone was cut from me, I was more present with myself. I was more aware of what was going on with myself rather than what's going on with the world. And that was the most productive I've ever was. That was the most peaceful I've ever was, because I didn't have to worry about the little pings, the little notifications every 2 seconds. I simply could, whether it was a fucking homework assignment or whether it was this, that. I didn't have a phone for a couple of weeks. I had my Mac, so I could like text still. But like not having I only could do that if I had Wi-Fi. But not having the phone, the biggest thing ever. And a thing I want to do, I don't know when I'll do it, but I want to simply just go downgrade my phone to a flip phone. I have a flip phone over there. I'm currently on an iPhone. I want to downgrade my phone to a simple phone. So I don't have any social media. I don't have any apps. I don't have any whatever. And it feels like you're going to be missing out for the first couple of days, but then you're just realize you don't really need it other than like maps, like directions. Like if you go call and you can occasionally text, that's all you need. I would just call people if I was on the flip phone. But back to the moral of the story: cut out the distractions, cut out the noise, cut out the music, literally and figuratively. Next time you have a task, next time you have something, just cut it out. That's it. Just cut it out and That's when you'll find true peace. You're not going to find true peace scrolling on YouTube, TikTok. You're not going to find any peace doing that. You're not going to find peace typing in how to find peace. You're just not. Go outside, touch some grass. I don't know, but you get the moral, you get the message of what I'm trying to say. Cut out the distractions, and then from there, the peace will come. When you're not looking for it, it will come. Peace.